Okay, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, okay, you guys hear it? Okay, I think we're almost done here. Let me recap. Ah, maybe this is all okay. Uh, okay, so hello everybody. This is the Suguwa, and today this is a little bit early and slightly unexpected because because how do I say this launches is pretty early. One thing's for sure. Oh, and looks like by the way uh we have the live stream right now. So I think let's go ahead right now. Here we go. Let me see. There should be one here. All right. Yeah. By the way, shout out and credit to International Rocket Launchers for the stream today. And if you hear my voice is kind of sore throat right now, I'm very sorry. Not really very good health right now, but that's totally fine. I'm I'm doing my best to provide you one of the rare live stream here right now because mind you that it's not always we will see these launches. Okay. Mhm. Okay, and by the way, I'm I'm using my phone here as sort of my second monitor here. So yeah. Okay. So okay. So for two people's watching here, hello there. I hope you guys have a nice day here. Oh, and also doesn't help is that I do have hiccup. I don't know why. This is since yesterday, uh, and it kinda sucks. Okay, without further waiting ado, I think I can present to you some of the information that I can found based on this flight. Mind you that it takes me around one one and a half plus hours to actually do this research. Yeah, so kind of last minute research here because of course the information is not very easy, not very easily found here. By the way, okay, so you can see this is the Long March 8. It's standing right there, and also it burns something. Could be the hydrogen part. Maybe you might asking what uh, what is that? Like is this launch actually use even some side of hydrogen? If you ask me that question, that's pretty good. It's actually only the upper stage uses the uh, liquid oxygen as oxidizer and the liquid hydrogen as as the fuel for the upper stage. So that explains why it burns using why it burns red here. You can see here. Okay, that's weird. I cannot my mouse inside here, but you can see that there is a burning orangey flame. So be mindful for that. And also, for a little bit of short preview, I need to tell you something that the upper stage, a little bit at the between the most upper, let's just say number one and the number two crane in between of this one, it actually powered by two by the two YF YF75, yeah, YF-75 engine, which was used on the first flight around 1996, if I remember correctly. There is the documentation here. Yeah, some documentation that I can see. The first iteration they use is YF-73, but it's proven not really the most powerful. And second of all, it has some quite amount of failure right there, which explains why they don't use this anymore after quite some times in 2000. So it was used around 70, if I remember from my reading, around 84 until 2000. Yeah, 1984 until 2000. But the development is already started around 1970 and then tested around 1975 and then used 9 years later for the flight, of course. And yeah, it has in total for the YF-73, the predecessor, it totals around 13 flights, which all of it has 3 failures. Should be around from the failure rate standard, it should be around 80 plus or maybe 70+% reliability. So that's the reason why they no longer use this. So with that, introducing this YF-75, which uses for the upper stage. Okay, let me open my PIP, the picture-in-picture, so I can easily monitor what happens. You cannot see on the screen, but I can. So I will shift this when it's almost the launch. So don't worry. For this YF-75 engine, as you can see, it was used in pair. So of course, usually by capability wise, it's actually pretty. Let's just say it's not slightly good. It's way better than YF-73. That's one thing for sure. And it was used around. It was operational around. It's operational, or maybe it was. I'm not sure the English context here, but let's say it's was first took flight on the 8th February 1994, and till this day it's still pretty successful. You can say almost to a pretty good reliability there. So no worries with that. And from the turbo pump, the hydrogen turbo pump, it says here it operates around 42,000 rotation per minute, so around, yeah, that's pretty big there. That's a pretty big number, especially for such rotation. I mean, you can easily just damage it out. Okay, and let me go back here. From what I can see in the picture, looks like the liquid oxygen and liquid oxygen and mostly liquid propellant, anything's in there, including the liquid hydrogen on the upper stage, and also the core, and also the strap on for the kerosene. Looks like it's already almost completely loaded here, and it's around T-minus 1 minute and 20 seconds, lesser than that. Okay, and I'm not going to explain too much, but YF-75, it uses gas generator, which it will go into the pre-burner to actually move the turbo pump before it's finally expel out for just slightly thrust. So it's slightly, how do I say, it's not the most efficient engine, but it's the simplest one you can build one. That's one thing for sure. And I'll try to show you another one, maybe if we can have some times, also about YF-100, which on the core and also the strap on, it consumes liquid. Oh yeah, and looks like we have liftoff. We have liftoff of the mission. Looks like we have liftoff. Okay. Okay, liftoff. I'm not even finished my explanation, but it's fine. Okay, it looks like it's early. up into the skies, and to be around almost T plus 30 seconds. Wow, what a sight. Okay. Now T plus 25 seconds looks like looking pretty nominal. T plus 30 seconds. Okay. Not much I can say here because we don't have much of the data here. And it looks like the weather is pretty cooperating, but slightly cloudy there. Around T plus 45 seconds. Okay, and here you go. You can see they've already adjusted lens thanks to the if I remember, space lens that actually stream this via international rocket launches. Oh, and you can see it's pretty beautiful there. Around T plus 1 minute and 5 seconds. Flights looks pretty nominal, and by now should be max Q. Okay, let's see. Okay, looks like maybe we've already max Q because there's slight hint of how do I say bloom there. Okay, that's pretty beautiful. Okay, and we don't have a lot of visual there, unfortunately, because some cloudy weather there, upper there, and you can see this is how the launch pad looks like at the launch complex number 1. Yeah, so this is the debut flight, and since there's not much we can deduce out of this, so let's just say preliminary launch so far looks pretty nominal, and it looks pretty alright. Okay, and I think I can finish up my my explanation for the YF100. How it looks like. Okay. Oh no, sorry. Okay, this one might be a replay, maybe not something you want to see here anymore. So yeah, so this is a replay. For all of you actually missed that, you can actually refer to that to the flight. Okay, but I'm not going to. Yeah, that let's go back watch the replay because there's some like how do I say slight interruption on my side. So pretty sorry for that. And so this is around around 3 minutes plus ago. As you can see, this is how the flights looks like on the LC1, the first inaugural flight on that launch pad, the commercial launch pad side. Yeah, not to be confused with the governmental non-commercial side there. As you can see, it's standing pretty well, and there should be liftoff from not very long here on those replay section. Okay, should be. Come on. We need to let our audience look at this, even though there's only 3. Okay, so this is how the replay looks like. Pretty nice, isn't it? Yeah. So the flight is looks pretty nominal so far, and from what I can see, the weather is sort of pretty good up until around T plus 1 minutes and 20 plus seconds when the cloud weather just literally obscure us from the long range distant view here and there. So unfortunately, not something we can see too much there. That's one thing for sure. Okay, and look at that, it looks nice, and also it does appear some clouds there here and there. Okay, and this is they've already switched to the other lens, presumably much more clearer typical lens that we will you will actually just use on a naked camera. There's for sure. And from what I can see, the plume here, it should have already been reaching max Q by that point around T plus 1 before T plus 1 minutes and 10 seconds around that flight. Okay, and there is it, and that's it. The clouds literally obscure the view, so unfortunately we don't see much there. Okay, and because of that, I think I can conclude the live stream here. But before that, I want to also show the YF-100s engines that actually being used on the on the Long March 8, especially the core and also the strap-on booster. That's one thing for sure. And I'm going to use the IRL's music here because why not? it sounds beautiful. Okay, so we can. Yeah, looks like I can shoot here. Okay, so how the so for this YF-100 engine, which was used on the core and also on the core booster and also the strap-on boosters. For the strap-on, it only uses only one engine, but for the core, it actually uses this kind of configuration, two engines, which were combined into one here. Obviously for connecting it to the TVC, to the thrust vector control, as you can see here. And this one is, if I remember correctly, is the stage combustion cycle, which almost similar to expander but slightly changed here and there. I'm not going to go too far here, but the mechanism how we actually move almost similar to the concept of the gas generator, but the difference is that it actually inject directly in. But after all of that pre-burner use, it actually just inject directly into the combustion chamber. Okay, let me open the music here. Let me open my music here, just like that. Right. Okay, for people watching, hello. Not much I'm going to explain because the launch is already over, and there's not much we can see here. Okay, and this is how it looks like. Also, this is the graphics render from what I can find from the Google image. If you try to combine these two together for the YF-100 engines. Okay, this is for the render for Juno New Horizon, if I remember correctly. This the game itself originally called as Simple Rockets 2, but due to the complex nature of that game, eventually they just changed the name. Or if I remember, Juno New Origin, either these two. But anyway, check out that game. Kind of a successor to the Kerbal Space Program. Yeah, especially since KSP2 got, how do I say, got N, not much else moving right now. Yeah, so for that, this is what they use for the core stage, and for this strap-on booster, it only uses only one here. But if I remember correctly, it on that Long March 8 standard that we see, it uses two strap-on boosters. So one engine per strap-on. That's one thing for sure. And this is how it looks like in real life. So and it does consumes propellants of it does consumes liquid oxygen as the oxidizer, and liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen as the fuel for this one. That's one. No. I'm confused. And it uses kerosene as the fuel for this one. I'm very sorry. Very confused with the YF-75. Okay, so let's clear this up. YF-75 uses liquid oxygen as the oxidizer, the same with the YF-100, but YF-75 uses hydrogen Meanwhile, YF-100 that we see here, it uses kerosene or RP-1, whatever you want to call rocket propellant 1, or maybe even the jet plant propellant, fuel propellant as a way to go to the space, especially for the first half before the upper stage YF-75 kick in. So I guess that's it. There's not so much else that I can actually show to you because unfortunately the flight is not, it's pretty, how do I say, short. Not much else you can say here. And I think I can give you guys another one here before we end the stream. Okay, I promise. Another one. Okay, if only I can show you my hand. Only one. Okay, so for the launch pad that they use, this is what I can obtain from the CGTN, the Chinese state media, of course, being controlled by the state government. By the government itself. What can you do? You can only just analyze based on this limited information. So as you can see here, if you can see from my mouse pointer, this is the launch pad itself. If I remember, this one is LC1. Yeah, sort of. This one is LC1. What we see, it actually launches, and this one is the second launch pad. Hopefully, I'm not mistaken because not much information available here. So this is the commercial, how do I say, commercial space launch site, and this one at the how do I say, at the near end of it, or the right side of that launch pad. This one is the governmental slash non-commercial spaceport. So you can see there is a slight difference there. So please be careful and not to be too confused with what we've seen right now. Okay. So, and also another one I can show to you. This is how the Qianfan, or aka, if I remember, they literally also can be called as the 1,000 cells spacecraft, or another one is space cell constellation, if I remember. Yeah, 1,000 cells around something like that. But we are not going to give ourselves too much pain for that convention. So this is how it looks like, almost similar to the SpaceX Starlink, but this one is actually also similar to Starlink. Also uses also one of the uses is that it's used for something like, so for example, if you want to have some mobile internet connectivity, right, similar to Starlink, you want to connect in your internet anywhere, this is what you use. But for the rest of us international, we would use something like Starlink, and maybe sooner or later maybe we have Amazon Kuiper, more competitor, maybe OneWeb, a lot more I can tell you. So this is how it looks like, and to prove that the launch site indeed is the correct one that I mentioned here how it looks like around 2 years ago. Okay, so this one, as you can see, this one is the governmental slash non-commercial space launch site, which what you've seen around mid 2010s, around 2015 2016 launches, since I don't know 9 years ago. So this one is the back then on construction site. This is how the Wenchang. Oh, okay, but oh yeah, I think it does confuse a little bit with the typical space launch site. This one is the commercial, if I was right here. So you can see the 50 centimeter pixel imagery. It shows the under construction, which right now which now you can see how much it's already complete, right? By that. Okay, some details. Okay, that's one thing for sure. If I remember, two launch pad, also the same one, the identical one, not leading to it. Maybe maybe mobile gantry, and what's on. Not much else we can talk right now. Okay. Oh, looks like almost my time to go to sleep. Okay, and from what I can read, actually, in between these two articles, they targeted for 2030. At least for this article, it says they aim to try to deploy nearly 14,000 satellites by 2030. But another article says they want to establish almost over 15,000. So let's just say it's around ballpark between 14,000 to 15,000 plus the satellites they aim to finally complete this one. And for the convention, if you see the thumbnail, 73 until 89, that's actually not even much of the clickbait, because how do I know the pattern looks like? So you can see here's by logic. You can see Qianfan 1 to 18, and then 19 to 36. If you subtract from 18 minus 1, it's going to be 17. So looking at this pattern, okay, and then later 37 to 54 and 55 to 72. So I just make some educated guesses that these launches will be 73 until 89, or could be something. Who knows? Because not much else. Some secrecy, I don't know. So I can only guess based on that. On that side, and I don't. And from what I can read, there's not much else I can see which altitude does this satellite being deployed to. But according to what I read from this one, in post, they say they want to position this around polar orbits around 800 kilometers above the Earth, which is a big difference to the SpaceX's Starlink approach, which is around 550 kilometers. So you can say this is almost this is around maybe one and a half times much higher altitude than typically what they want to achieve on this flight. That's one thing for sure. Almost one and a half times. If I remember, maybe this is 1.4, 1.3. But I'm not going to dive too much on this calculation. So yeah, looks like I need to also update my comment, or update on my description, and maybe I can give you some of this information, what I found about this launch. Okay, some how do I say, some investigative surface job that I can do so far. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Even though there is not many people watching this stream, I think if I can say it's all right. Still, very very much thank you. And even though there is no comment here, no comment on the live chat session, but I'm very very happy to share to you some of the knowledge / some information, even the slightest bit of what I can find about technology. Okay, so I guess I'll see you all for this morning, because we have launches for the Sphere X and also Punch satellite. If I remember, Sphere X will be the wide survey telescope, while the Punch satellite will which consists of 4 satellites. If I remember, only one have the No, on only one only have white field. How do you say white field? Something something. While the rest of the three will be the near field. Uh, yeah, I is stands for instrumentation, of course. So see you guys, because maybe I'll try to stream if I can. Hopefully my class will not be around. Yeah. Oh, and thank you, Douglas Ludens. Interesting and informative. Thanks. Yeah. Thank you to you for watching. Yeah. And by the way, maybe you're asking why I'm using what software I'm using. Not really super duper special. I'm using VC Face, and also I'm using OBS. That's it. And also the rest of it is just like magic. Not so magic, more like accumulative knowledge I've already gained from doing a little bit of testing with live stream the previous year. So you can say this is a little bit ramp up. So thank you, Douglas. Maybe I can send you a little bit like message there. So you know you're uh, so you know I'm very appreciative. Hmm. Thank you, Douglas, for your kind word. Hmm. Appreciated it. Okay. So yeah. Um, yeah. Thank you very much. Even though there is only one live chat I've already seen right now, Douglas Luden. Ludens, if I Douglas Ludens, if I pronounce your name correctly. Thank you very much for commenting it. At least I feel like there's people here a little bit scary. Okay. And I'm not going to waste too much time like most of VTuber does with their live stream. You know, all of that typical stuff. I'm not going to do that. If I want to do that, I might as well just do this on the other stream. Okay, so we are going to watch on that Sphere X and Punch launch. Hopefully not around my class, because yeah, it's going to be around afternoon where I have class, and if my calendar mind set correctly, it should be around 11:10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or around 11:10 a.m. in my local time. So I'll try. Hopefully there is no more delay, because I don't want to risk my stream end up. I don't want to end up not watching that stream live. Okay, I want to see that, just like you guys here. Okay, so that's it for you guys here. Feel free to subscribe and like this stream. It always will motivate me to continue make this video. And who knows, maybe I can stay much more further. Maybe I can just go much more further than usual. That's it. So thank you so much for watching, and take care. Bye bye. This is Tenno Suguwa signing out. Oh man, and it's now around almost 1:03 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, so you can see why I need to sleep. I really do need good sleep. If I sleep less than 7 hours, that's not really good for me. So I need to set my time a little bit late, around 8:20 a.m. I guess, or maybe 8:30, and then I need to continue working on that stuff. Yeah. So who knows? So that's it. Bye bye. Take care, everybody. I'm not going to waste my time. So here I will end the stream here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That